on Wednesday night at 11:30. Because when you're in college, loitering in the parking lot is about the only thing that you have to do at 11:30 on a Wednesday night. So we've got about 8 of us standing around in a circle, and we're swapping stories and kind of hanging out. And you know that like awkward pause that you get in the conversation when you got a group of people talking and everybody's kind of sharing stories, and all of a sudden everybody just magically goes quiet. Well, that happens. And we notice Clay is standing there, and he's got these scratches all up and down his arm. So we ask Clay, what happened? So Clay takes that opportunity to inform us that over the weekend, he killed his girlfriend's cat. Now, to understand where this is going, you gotta understand, Clay is not an insipid person. Clay is this gregarious, outgoing, everybody's friend. He is just, this outdoorsy guy, never met an enemy in his life. But this kind of stuff was always happening to Clay. You know that kind of person that this crazy stuff is always happening to. Now, this actual story took about 30 minutes to tell. And unless Toastmasters wants to rewrite the rules for my speech, I'm going to have to do this really, really quickly. So I'm going to have to cut out some parts, so I apologize, but I'm going to try to hit it. The short version of the story is Clay was taking care of his girlfriend's cat. Now, this was her family cat. She grew up with this cat. She loved the cat loved her, nobody else loved the cat loved nobody else. One of those types of animals. So Clay agrees to cat sit his girlfriend's cat while she goes out of town for the weekend. So Saturday rolls around, and Clay goes to take care of her cat, feed it, change the litter, whatever you do with cats. He opens the door, and this cat, she's got this table in her walkway, or entryway. She's got a couple of pictures and plants. This cat is perched on the end of this table. And as soon as Clay opens this door, this cat lunges right at Clay's face with the most horrid sound you've ever heard in your entire life. This just shrill shriek, claws out, flying at him. And if Clay wasn't so athletic, he would have never been able to avoid it. But Clay spins out of the way. This cat slams down on her concrete patio, rolls off her stairs. Clay turns around, figuring out what the heck is wrong with this cat. This cat shakes it off and lunges right back at Clay. Now, Clay's a grown man, 20-something-year-old grown man. I mean, everybody freaks out when something like this comes after you. So Clay screams this childish, most effeminate scream you've ever heard in your entire life, turns around, runs into her house right as the cat latches onto the back of Clay's cat. And this cat just wraps its claws around his cat, starts biting the back of his cat, and doing that weird scratchy thing with its rear legs. I mean, this cat is just flying at him. So Clay, panicked, kicks this cat as hard as he kicks his leg as hard as he can. The cat goes flying across her hardwood floor into the back of her couch, shakes it off, runs up over the back of this couch, and jumps on Clay's arm. These are where all these scratches come from. This cat is just clawing at his arm. He throws this cat off. This cat runs around, manages to latch back on Clay's leg, and starts climbing up on Clay's leg, going after his, banberries. I don't know how else to say it. So Clay panics, grabs this cat, rips it off of his leg, and is holding this cat outward. This thing is going ballistic, just screaming, twisting, trying to do anything it can to attack him. Now at this point, Clay's in her kitchen, and he's realizing that the only way he's going to get this cat to leave him alone is if he blocks it being something. You can't lock it in the cabinets. This cat's just going to push the cabinets open. So he panics, and he goes for the freezer. He wasn't thinking clearly. So he opens up her freezer, throws the cat in her freezer, and slams the door. And you just hear this cat going ballistic, taking out the frozen pizza boxes, knocking pints of ice cream off the thing. You just hear this cat slamming around in it. Clay latches the freezer door, calms down for a second. He's just got blood dripping down his arms. His jeans are shredded. He's got wounds all over his legs. So he goes up to try to find some bandages and antiseptic wipes. She doesn't have any. So he runs out to the CVS, runs down the stairs, still hears the cat going ballistic in the freezer, freaking out, runs to the CVS. Now, because I don't have 30 minutes, this story's been going on for like 15 minutes at this point in this parking lot. I can't go into all the stuff that happened, but it takes him 3 hours to get back to the house. He realizes how long he's been gone. Gets back to the house, runs into the kitchen, and there's no sign. Now at this point we have this look, we have the same look he gave me when I said that he killed his girlfriend's cat. We're staring at this kid like he's the dumbest kid we've ever met in our entire life. Because this kind of stuff happens to Clay all the time. He opens up the fridge and his cat is frozen solid in the fridge, completely lifeless. Clay, what the hell did you do to your girlfriend's cat? I don't know, man. She's gonna freaking kill me. She's had this cat for 10 years. This cat is like her baby. So Clay goes online, and starts looking up ways to revive frozen cats. But somehow he finds this like website on what to do for hypothermia. You know, people that fall into frozen lakes and get trapped under the water for 4, 5, 6 hours. And then he finds there's ways to do it. So he's reading this website. He grabs his cat, wraps it up in a blanket, takes it into her bathroom. He's trying to blow dry. He's got like a blow dryer, trying to warm up this girl's cat. The blow dryer, after like 2 or 3 minutes, burns out. So he runs back to this website. He's looking at all these other ways to try to revive this frozen cat. One of the ways it turns out you can do this is if you soak something that's frozen, if you soak it in gasoline. Yeah, that's what I said. So apparently that's like a real thing. If you soak it in gasoline, something about the way that it evaporates in the flash point, it brings it up to temperature slowly enough to try to avoid damaging. Apparently the quicker you heat something up, is where all the damage comes. So he grabs this frozen bundled cat, drags it out to her garage, finds her lawnmower, is like pouring gasoline onto this frozen bundled cat. You're the dumbest person you've ever met in your entire life. And he says, 30 seconds later, I kid you not, the cat screams, bolts up, runs out of this blanket, starts running around in the front yard, completely fine, just screaming, running around in circles, bolts to the back of the house, bolts back to the front of the house, runs into the garage, and just falls over. Clay, what the hell is going on? The damn thing ran out of gas. The whole story was completely fake. If you feel a little bit wronged right now, imagine listening to it for 30 minutes in a parking lot. It turns out, when you tell a really long, complicated story with just insane amounts of details and tremendous buildup, and end it with a horrible punchline, it's called a shaggy dog story. So now that you know what it is, and now that you've seen how to do it, I want you to go practice on your friends. Mr. Toastmaster.